Good morning, and thanks for joining us here at Eagle Eye A.M. I'm Morgan. Today we have a very special guest host filling in for John. I'm so sorry you got me startled. You know, you're making me nervous.
Oh, thanks for the introduction.
No problem. And, of course, we just want to welcome you back for another morning here at Eagle Eye A.M., you know? And so, how was everybody's week?
Pretty good. It's going good.
All right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, Ellie, what do you have for us today?
Well, as students, it's not unusual that in our classes we're asked to put our phones away. Now we actually have an incentive to put our phone down. Here's a closer look into Pocket Points, the mobile app that gives students rewards for not using their phones during class. The Pocket Points app rewards students for not using their phone during class. You lock your phone and begin accumulating points. These points can then be used as discounts at local businesses downtown, such as Milk's Cookies, Pyology, and Ellie Boutique. This is a great incentive to pay attention during class, not be rude to your professors, and not waste your tuition money.
I think it's really great. It's a good opportunity to get students involved in their learning just so they're not on their phones during class. And so there's a reward for it.
Reporting from Auburn, Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6. See, I'm never normally on my phone during class, and I always thought my only reward was knowledge, but that's not true anymore. What do you guys think?
I feel like you're lying. You're never on your phone?
I'm really good about it.
Oh, Brinson would love you.
For real.
Oh, I had Brinson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She would. She would be very pleased with you not using your phone. But yeah, I love the Pocket Points app. It's really good. I've used it a bunch, and I've already gotten some Pyology pizzas from it. So
Really?
yeah, it's a really great app.
I've never used it.
I only have 23 points right now, but I'm going to save it up to get around 50 so I can get one of the big discounts.
You'll get there, Ellie.
I heard if you live on campus, if you just leave it running while you're asleep, you'll get more points that way. It's a way to finesse.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
has to try that. Yeah.
Definitely.
If you're into cheating or whatever. So as I don't know if any of you watched the Super Bowl or not. It's not like it's just the most watched event of the year or anything, but I'm from Atlanta, so I don't really want to talk about this, but obviously, as we all know, the Patriots won, and Tom Brady is now on his 5th ring. I refuse to say he's the greatest, but, if anybody else wants to compliment him, go for it.
Well, I'm going to say 5 rings kind of speaks for itself, and I think Zeke might can back me up on this one.
Switch.
Yeah, it's really hard to not like the guy. He's a family man, he's married to a model, and he just constantly giving to donations. With the Deflategate situation, it was kind of easy to throw shade at him, but overall, you can't not like Tom Brady.
Speaking of family, I heard Giselle's ready for him to retire. She's done. She's over it.
Yes, I saw that.
But he's 39? And he's still going 5 rings at 39, and he doesn't look like he has any.
Did you see his response, though? It was a good response.
Did Catch Me Outside? No. He put that on Instagram.
I did not.
Catch Me at the parade. How about
if
that?
I was Tom Brady's wife, I wouldn't want him playing anymore because I'd be worried about him getting injured again.
Really?
For sure.
And I think that's a big part of it and what she's talking about whenever she's asking him to do that. But he said something along the lines of, babe, I'm not ready to retire. I'm having too much fun, or something like that.
As a family man, too, he's got to have time for his kids.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no doubt. It's very true.
So who do you think will retire first, him or Bill Belichick?
Brady.
Really?
Yeah, definitely Brady.
They should just go out
Really?
together. It's time.
I agree. I think you're right on that one.
The perfect duo.
Speaking of love, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Valentine's Day is coming up, Morgan, and whether you like it or not, you're probably going to be spending a lot of money on Valentine's Day, and you just can't help that. And according to Fortune.com, a new survey from the National Retail Federation projects U.S. consumers will spend a total of $18.2 billion on their Valentine's this year. To break that down for you, over $4 billion of that will be spent on jewelry alone, with another $2 billion on flowers.
What are you coming back to?
Wow.
Is breaking the bank worth it on that? $4 million and $2 billion, or whatever the numbers were?
Well, that's a question for y'all. Everyone's buying the flowers.
That's true.
I like receiving the flowers.
Yeah, it depends on the girl. I like that answer,
For
Zeke.
some girls, gifts is their love language, so you got to
That's very true.
But not my girl, so.
Do y'all have any plans for Valentine's Day with anyone, or even just by yourself eating ice cream on the couch?
I'll be at work.
You'll be at the work, yeah.
My boyfriend's cooking me dinner.
Oh, there we
I'm
go.
excited about about that.
I've actually convinced my girlfriend to celebrate it a day early because of the Florida game on Valentine's Day.
Are you serious?
So we're celebrating Valentine's Day on the 13th.
Well, Zeke, we're
Nice.
actually doing it the day after because of the basketball game. So.
Great minds think alike,
Exactly,
yeah.
dude. I guess sometimes you got to do it. And how do y'all feel about Valentine's Day? Do y'all like it? Do y'all think it's just stores used to get money from people, or do you think it's a legit holiday and you think it should? You like celebrating it?
I
What do
like
y'all think?
celebrating it.
I think both, but I mean, I think we like celebrating because we're the ones getting the gifts.
I agree at 100% on that,
Yeah.
Morgan. So, anyways, I just think it might be a little overrated, but the girls don't seem to think so.
That's true. Yeah, I like date night, but I don't know. It's a toss-up. She likes it, so I like it.
You know what else you could get on Valentine's Day? Cupcakes.
Yeah. We currently have one in downtown Auburn, but as of Monday, the famously delicious Gigi's Cupcakes have opened a brand new location in Opelika. The new location includes Gigi's first drive-thru called The Sweet Lane and also has a digital menu. Opelika is the 5th location to house the Gigi's Cupcakes. The other locations include Columbus in Georgia, Montgomery, Prattville, and right here in Auburn, Alabama. What do you guys think about a drive-thru cupcake place?
Crazy and awesome. So,
Calories, the calories. I'm excited.
Worth it, though.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Gigi's Cupcakes on the weekends has gluten-free and sugar-free icing and
Really?
cupcakes.
I don't want any of that. If you're gonna get a cupcake, you might as well go all the way.
yeah, if you're gonna go ahead and get one, why not just do it right? I agree with that,
I've
Morgan.
only ever had like 2 though, but they're really because they're huge.
Yeah.
They are
Gigantic.
giant.
I could save it for later.
You know what I love more than cupcakes though?
What?
Beyonce. I should have made y'all guess that.
I was about to say, I would have been able to guess that one.
Y'all could have gotten that one. But if you don't already know, she's pregnant, very pregnant with twins actually. Yes, Blue Ivy's going to have 2 brand new siblings. Nothing, I mean, what, I have no words. I have no words. But the real problem is she's supposed to perform at Coachella. And so, exactly. And so she's a headliner. Like,
Oh,
obviously,
wow.
Beyonce's like
Yeah.
a major act. She's performing at Coachella. Like, what are you supposed to do if you bought tickets? Like, do you want to go see pregnant Beyonce? I want to see any
would.
Beyonce. But apparently, she's already gotten 2 people to perform with her. She hasn't said who yet, but one of them is signed to Rockefeller, so people think Rihanna. And the other person is a close friend of hers and that she's already done songs with, so people think it's Nicki Minaj. I would pay to go see that. Definitely. I mean, I'd pay to go see her sit in a chair, but
I'm more Rihanna over Beyonce, so if Rihanna comes, I'd be excited.
oh yeah.
I'm with Zeke on that
like
one.
those. Really?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm here for it all day, all 3 of them. Okay. And have any of y'all ever been to Coachella?
I have
Is that
not.
makes sense?
One day, though, it'll definitely happen.
I'll have to go. I've been to Hangout Fest, and I'm going again this year. I got to step it up to Coachella one year. It looks awesome. It looks like a great time.
You're
So.
lit.
Definitely does.
Really?
Well, here's a little psychology tidbit for the day. Your personality changes when moving to a new place. According to the Today Show, East Coasters tend to be tenser than West Coasters. Scientists say moving can affect your personality due to such factors like peer pressure.
Wow. Well, since you're an East Coaster yourself, how do you feel about that statement? Do you agree? Disagree?
You know, it's kind of interesting. I wouldn't really consider the Southeast tense, but I guess compared to the West Coast, yeah, they
Except
are
I would
probably more
consider
tense.
Florida not the Southeast, and that place is tense because I'm from
That's-
Florida. And, yeah, it's more of a faster like pace of life. And I
wouldn't-
noticed when I moved here.
I don't think they were. Well, Alabama is slow compared to anywhere. But
Exactly.
I definitely, and I can believe that because New Yorkers way more like. How?
Yeah. And Florida has
Yeah,
a
no
lot of
doubt.
Northerners that moved down.
Oh, okay.
That's
so that's
very
another
true. Yeah,
reason.
retirement.
Atlanta's getting kind of like that now because I'm from Atlanta. Like I said, we're getting a lot of people from DC and a couple of people from New York, but I don't like it because it's too packed. They need to go back.
Yeah, I bet.
So do you think that moving around from place to place would change your personality?
I do.
I think so.
Only because, I mean, like, if you went to London, when you try the accent at least one time, like, you're going to try to adapt.
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I
wherever
think
you
when in
are.
Rome, you know,
Exactly.
it affects you. The culture around you affects you whether you're conscious of it or not.
Exactly.
You're right.
And if you pay taxes in Rome, you might as well do as people do. So, anybody
Well,
else?
along those same lines, the Gallup Healthways Well-Being Rankings named Hawaii as claiming the #1 spot as the happiest and healthiest state in the U.S. This is the 6th time in the 9-year existence of the report that the Aloha State has reigned in the #1 slot.
Wow.
Should we be surprised?
Not
No.
surprised.
Of course
Yeah.
it's the happiest.
It definitely makes sense.
Yeah, it
When
makes
you
a
live in
lot
a
of
vacation
sense.
spot.
Exactly.
The weather's perfect year round.
I could live in a shack in Hawaii and be happy.
Literally.
Oh, for
A
sure.
lot of them do.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, my sister actually lived in Hawaii for like 5-6 months, something like that,
Really?
as a part of an externship at her college. She was in culinary school, and she went out there and got to cook at the Four Seasons, and she just called somebody and stayed in their like garage house. So it was really cool. She got a great experience out of it, and we went to visit, and it was awesome. It was the Big Island, so it wasn't quite as touristy. It was like, and it was up in the mountains where like the people lived, so it was really natural, and it was awesome. It was a great time, and a great experience for her.
I'd love to go.
I'd visit my sister if she lived there, for sure.
Yeah, y'all can definitely take me for Valentine's Day, Zeke. No?
Maybe we'll see.
I tried. Right after the break, we'll check in with John to get a weather update.
Everyone has a connection and a reason. Whether it be your cousin, aunt, or a miracle child you've never even met, this hits closer to home than you realize. When we give back, it changes us. It makes us more grateful, more compassionate, and more aware of the reality that surrounds us. Take a moment to reflect on your childhood. Now think if that had been spent behind the walls of a hospital. Why do we do this? Why is Dance Marathon such a powerful force behind our generation? We dance to give every child a childhood. We stand because these children have and are continuously changing our lives. We fundraise because seeing these kids fight makes us want to fight harder. We're fighting for the next generation of powerful voices, pediatric nurses, and Olympians. This movement is so unique because we get it. We see a need and run full force. This movement is changing the lives of college students nationwide and the lives of children who touch our hearts and inspire our why.
Hello and happy Friday, everybody. It is going to be a beautiful Friday afternoon. Today at 9 a.m. it was reported at 43 degrees, but you expect that to go up in about 3 hours. At noon, it's going to get up to 54. So still relatively cold, but hey, it never bothered me anyway. So, but going into your weekend, around at 5, when everyone's getting out of school, everyone's getting off of work, it's going to go down to about 48 degrees, so I would recommend bundle up and get ready for a very sunny, very happy weekend. All right, y'all, back to you.
I hope we're cool.
To end on a funny note, you're gonna laugh at this when you see it. Believe me. But a Colorado man has taken comfort and meshed it with transportation for what you're about to see. Wait for it, a mobile recliner. Check this out. So this guy riding around, Guy Orvis, he's a genius in my opinion, modern marvel, and the backbone of this country, if you ask me. So
I need that to go to class in.
It has a fog machine. Buddy is pimping. Okay.
I'll tell you what, he knows he's got it going on.
That's the best way to pick. Like, imagine just pulling up on a girl.
Imagine
like,
rolling down the concourse.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's up,
he's
girl?
my new hero. There's
How
no
you
doubt
doing,
about
girl?
that.
You want to take a ride with me? Real quick? You know, how comfy. You could pick me up in that on Valentine's Day. I wouldn't complain. Not at all. You should make a 2-seater.
Did we?
Yeah, 2-seater.
That would be lit.
That was
Well,
awesome.
that's all we have for this AM. Thanks for waking up alongside us here in Auburn. See you next week, bright and early, same time, same place. War Eagle.